AF. Lloyd, the MMA bartender, bro. Nice, bro. Yeah, I will too. I don't know if I'm gonna have time to do a prediction video. If I do, I will. What are you talking about this? Because it's in my DNA. Let me pull that up in a second. Thank you, man. Shit was crazy, bro. Let me pull it up. Yeah, man. How you been, Lloyd? Yo, can I just call you Brad? Cause, you know, 'cause you're from Bradford. Hey, like the stream, right? I should just title this stream "Like the Stream." Fucking, alright. Shit, man, let's get into fucking 314, cause, like, I might not have time to make a prediction video. Yeah, I saw you change your name, bro. That's cool. Dude, I opened up YouTube, the first thing I saw was fucking Clown Show has a stream that says Argenti overdose. It's like, yeah, bro. Matua. Yo, Matua, I saw you try to call me, bro. Thank you. I was in the hospital, dude. I had I had a 105.9 degree fever. Oh, you're out? Alright, bro. Yo, good to see you, man. Thanks for checking in, bud. Thanks for messaging me and shit, man. Much appreciated, dude. Um, Matua, dude, get your flu shot, dude. They told me I had the flu. And my fever is 105.9 at like the worst, which was last Sunday. They so apparently hello, what prot Julia, or I don't know what that means, bro. Um so according to doctors, right? Your brain starts melting at 107 degrees. So like get that flu shot, kids. Yes, I am Italian. God damn, bro. I'm a helicopter. Nice. No, I can't do that, Mike. I was born like this, adorned like this, immaculate conception, and I transform like this. I said no. You repair it? Oh, respect it. Yeah, word, dude. Like, I mean, if I could, I'd probably give it a try, man. I can't. They told me that at birth. Um, Oh, Ekprat Afrikaans, that's cool. Fuck Fanatic. Bringing him back. What's good? You're a horse. Your ass too fat? No, dude, it's not fat enough, bro. You know how this shit works. Conor McGregor, if UFC 200 main falls off, I will fight you for the featherweight championship. Can I make weight? I probably could, bro. I'm 6'2.5", and I'm like honestly, bro, it's like I'm closer to a Sean Woods in 6'2.5" than anything. So like, yeah, I probably could make weight. I'll see you at the fucking. Bro, we gotta sabotage Volkanovski. Dude, Volkanovski, come on, dude, he deserves it more than us. How's the hood doing, shit? Pretty good, bro. Thanks, man. Thanks, Mike. Please say KSI 4 times. KSI, 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 KSI. Fuck KSI. Fuck KSI though. Like actually. Um, like KSI is some fucking shitty shit, bro. Why? My teeth aren't yellow. Yeah. Ah, I just ate them. Yeah, I just said it. I'm new. Oh, you're new? I'm not new, bro. I'm like old. I've been, I've been, I've been all up in MMA YouTube since like last September, bro. I'm a fucking senior citizen. No, that's not true. There's thems that have been here long before me, and probably will be here long after. Although I don't really see much of a stopping point for myself, right? Dude, people really thought I died, huh? Smoking is bad for your lungs health. Yeah, true that. True that. Is Frankie live right now? Oh no, he's live before. Yeah, that wouldn't really make sense. Dude, I gotta. Okay, so we gotta get into 314, huh? Where's Thal at? Thal, I'm summoning you, bro. Ah. Yo, Thal, let me tell you something, bro. I have like a new appreciation for you. Fart, please. Why, bro? Oh God, Stefano. Ah. Yeah, I gotta keep. Ah. Dude, everyone thought I was dead, man. This is crazy. Tacos or pizza, bro? What kind of question is that? Are you the same guy that asked if I was Italian? What, like, answer your own question. Mm. Um. So. Yo, I have some public appreciation for some people. Seeing as how I almost died. Here, let's see if people know the answer to this question. What temperature does your fever have to be before your brain starts melting? This is actual shit. Alan, what's going on, bro? Yo, Alan, I almost died, bro. Almost. Thal, what's up, Northwest? Salute. Yo, so I have a new appreciation for Thal. Oh my god. Naomi, my love, my sweet Welsh princess. Naomi, I almost died. And I mean I keep saying I almost died. People so I see that Clown Show's got a stream up right now, literally it says Argenti overdose. I didn't OD, but but that is funny. Of course you would. Um no, I had a crazy ass fever. Um They said I just had the flu, which is like, get that flu shot, kids, because. But but yeah, no. So what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, new appreciation for Thal, Paradox, No Chill, Lane, Matua, Lloyd the bartender, who's now the MMA bartender. He changed his name, and other people for like hitting me up while I was fucking I couldn't use my phone. I was like they basically told me they're like, yeah, you can't am I a mute? Wow. Yeah, the MMA bartender is a great name, right? Naomi, how have you been? How you been, Matua? What have you been doing? Yeah, thank you, Alan. Um, I thought you might be busy with family stuff. Oh no, no, Naomi, I was like in the hospital. I yeah, last Sunday. All right, here I'm gonna end this poll. The answer to the fucking question is 107. You're according to doctors, right? Your fever, if it gets to 107, your brain starts melting for like actually. And my fever last Sunday was 105.9. It was crazy. I don't know how I got a flu that bad, but yeah, that's what happened. Um, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do a prediction video for 314. Hopefully I will. I'll see if I can over the course of today get my lazy ass friend. I was in the hospital for 3 days. Um, I was in the hospital for 3 days. I went on Saturday because I had I already had like my friends were telling me they're like, dude, your fever's like 104, you should go. And then I was there and they like IV'd all these like fluids into me. And then they let me out, and then my fever kind of went back up. So like and like the whole time you're there, you're not allowed to look at your phone or any screens because they like reckon that screens like like when your fever's that high like and you're according this is all like medical shit I just learned so some of it could be inaccurate but like basically what they said was like it's like if you look at if you look at if you look at screens, that it can like fucking heat your brain through your fucking eyeballs pretty much. Hey, what's up, Snow? Um, Maybe just a post in your community tab for your pics. The way, yeah, I might do that. I gotta see. I gotta here. Let's run through the card, bro. What do we got? Hold on. Bro, it is mad annoying when my shit doesn't automatically log in. How you been, Snow? Snow, I almost died. People are gonna get so sick of me being like, yo, I almost died. Oh, thank you, Naomi. $5 Australian. What soup can I get for $3.12 American? Americans. Nora Kimmel versus Haley Cowan. Ooh. I think Nora Matua on its face, right? What do you think, Matua? See, it's those kinds of fights where I was like, does MMA and YouTube really need me? And then it's like, yeah, the fuck they do. They definitely do. Who's doing, Matua, who besides like me and you are gonna watch tape on that? A budget brand, yeah, Naomi, definitely. A budget brand of soup. It's Naomi, that's what I worked my whole life for. Bone broth. Where do you, Matua, sorry, Thal, where do I get bone broth? Well, yeah, Matua, you're leaning. See, that's the problem. Dude, how good did Belbita do unexpectedly last Saturday, right? I was like just starting to be sick, so I was able to watch. I was able to watch the card last weekend, and I was shocked that my Diana did so well. She lost, but I mean, she did better than you would have thought. I'm down, dude. I'm down aggregate, bro. I'm down 4-2 against Bodak, so it's like I need my picks to be on point. I also need to email fucking prediction tracker. Thal, see, I don't have a problem picking French, Thal. The problem I have, what's up, Dante? What's up, VFX? How you doing, man? Thal, the problem I have is not French. It's fucking. Oh, I'm sorry, Concho Rocks. Yo, tell your boy though. I didn't overdose at least. What if I had overdosed and you're actually a fan of mine? Wouldn't that be so much worse? But Thal, sorry, I keep losing my train of thought, dude. I was saying picking Canadian. That's the problem. Not you know what I'm saying? Not French necessarily. Although the French robbed Joe Anderson Brito and he got that fucking W back hard. Got that W back like a champ. Yeah, that takes hours, bro. I'm not taking minutes to cook, bro. I can't cook. Your hands. I was sick, dude. Contra rocks. I was really sick, dude. I was in the hospital. I had a fucking almost 106-degree fever. Japanese lately, right, though? Japanese definitely lately. I mean, the only Japanese pick that I had that I can say I regret, and it's not. I mean, it's one of those like Jesus fuck me picks is like Rinya Nakamura, dude. I didn't pick. I don't know who picked Ray Tsuruya, but I know a lot of people did. Should we review? Cause it's not. I gotta get my predictions to predictions tracker, right? But should we review who picked who? And their rationale. I'm in a unique position where I get to do that and still get my picks in. Should I take advantage of this situation? Should I take advantage of this situation? Yo, check this out. It almost looks like Lorenzo's logo. This restaurant. Hmm. Matua, is that even a question? Come on, you know Marco Trulio, bro. It's Trulio, not Trulio, by the way. Yo, can we just chill with the hate and comfortably call each other the N-word with hard R, love, and respect? That's what I've been saying for generations, 30 Dan. Generations. Yeah, thank you, Contra Rocks. I wish I knew who you were. But, thanks, man. Where the fuck is the fucking shit, though? Hold on. Alright, what I want to know... What I want to know... Ah. I mean, I would recap last weekend, but nobody wants to do that. Oh, Sabatini won. Holy shit, bro. That's so bad. Sabatini beat Joe Anderson Brito? Would I sleep through that? Probably. I was already sick. That's insane, man. Oh, Matua, I'm gonna go Chinese on that. I don't think Mitch Raposa can fucking do shit. That split decision, Matua, if you rewatch that split decision, it was... Did he really shit his pants? Like, literally? It's I almost would believe that, Matua. Or Dal, I'm sorry. What's with the new combos over here? What do you mean, Silver? Um, did he really, Matua? When I get around to it, I'll rewatch that fight. That's so bad, bro. Dude, so Brito's finished, huh? Damn. Yeah, I haven't looked at shit. Garul lost. Holy fuck, bro. So neither me nor Bodak really did that well. I mean, Barbosa won. Tavares won. So, but yeah, Bodak did way better than me. Yeah, I did. Damn, I shot the bed. I shot the fucking bed last weekend. If anything. But yeah, that's whatever. Alright, let's not. Ghislaine Maxwell. Jeffrey said he wants. You spelled Jeffrey wrong. Jeffrey's dead. Oleg Sachuk, Matua, I think. Matua, I say Oleg Sachuk because Dumas just isn't that fast, bro, and his grappling is non-existent. What do you think? I mean, I think Oleg Sachuk wins that fight because I mean, does Dumas have any grappling I don't know about? I mean, it's in a straight stand-up fight. Oleg Sachuk's, I mean, he's gonna overcommit and miss a couple of times, but I think he knocks him out. Yeah, I got Oleg Sachuk too. Yeah, I think he knocks him out, dude. What is or what? One question. Yes, Visca. What do you think, Thal? Maxwell looks like Fight Fairy? Nah, it's just a haircut, bro. Don't talk about my Kati like that. Will Real Madrid make a comeback against Arsenal? Yes, probably. I don't need them to. I just need so Inter beat Bayern 2-1. I just need Inter to basically to surpass Arsenal and Aston Villa in the overall tournament. So theoretically, Arsenal and Matua. She broke her foot. Aw, Matua, my brain almost melted. All right, forgive me for not. I mean, I'm sorry she broke her foot, bro. But like, Jesus Christ, man. My brain almost melted, dude. I was like, dude, when they told me, do you know? Here, let me. I have Volk. I do have Volk. I think that with a full training camp, dude. I said this since he lost at Superior. I was like, you know, why the fuck did he come back and fight that soon after getting knocked out by Islam? I think he's had time for a full training camp. I just don't see the fucking. But we'll get into it, bro. We'll get into it on this stream because fucking. I owe people some fucking. I owe people some time. Um, as a German, I think Bayern will not make a comeback against Inter. I don't think so either. I think Inter wins, bro. Dude, Matua, I have to go with the Rosa. I have to go with the Rosa. He's too dynamic on the feet. His ability to grapple while standing is I think, yeah, I think he's too dynamic on the feet. I think his strike Matua, I think his striking is underrated. Um like I think his striking is very underrated, to be honest. Um yeah, I got it, Rosa, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, cause like okay, so here let's yeah, so he submitted Christian Rodriguez, Ricardo Ramos. I don't like the Fernando Padilla fight, but I don't like that he lost to Caceres. But like you know, it's like you know, I mean, he's fought very frequently. Darren Elkins won that last fight, right? Who the fuck did he fight? Hold on. Yeah, okay, so he beat Daniel Pineda, who's honestly who's never looked that good. Jonathan Pierce beat him. Wasn't that like arguably a robbery? Can you shout out to Alpha? No, I can't do that. What's up, Shiraz? Yo, sorry, dude. Shiraz. I was in the hospital, dude. I like almost died. All right, fine. What's up, Alpha Kenny one? Harry Kane curse is real. Yeah, dude. Dude, Harry Kane's admitted that. Dude, you ever seen the footage, Visco, where Harry Kane's just like admitting that he's trash? Matua Chase Hooper. Wait, Thal, did you say Woodson? Is Woodson in this on this card? Oh yeah, he's fighting Ige. Dude, I'm gonna have to take Woodson. Okay, this is a tricky one, Matua. Yeah, everything's good now, Shiraz. I had a fever I had like an almost like death-inducing fever from the flu. Um, yeah, Woodson Ige. Yeah. I forgot that's this card. Shit, bro. I need to get my friend to do a prediction video today. If I can. If I can't, dude, I'll just talk about the shit live. That's a tough one, Matua. Matua, what are your thoughts on that fight? On Yan Jianen versus Verna Jandaroba. That's the first roadblock. You think so? Just cause I mean just the size? I mean she tends to you know though, honestly though, dude. I mean, she beat the fuck out of Tabitha Ricci. She knocked out Jessica Andrade. Does she really do hyper fascia training? Yeah, Alan, I agree. It's a great fight. Am I a boxing fan? I used to be. Just do a betting advice video. I don't want to just do that, but I mean, if it comes down to it, man, I will. But I'd rather do both, dude. Keep myself brand loyal to my. Well, it's not really the term, but you know, mature is just hyper fashion, exactly. All right, so here, let's talk about that fight though, because yeah, no, I know, Thal. Do you think that Matua? Okay, Thal, you've been exposed to some of Matua's knowledge of fascia training. Thal, do you really think that Matua and I haven't? Matua, Matua, how much have we rolled in the deep about fascia training? Matua has shared with me his desire to go back to school because of how much he fucking languishes in fucking in information about fascia training. My favorite boxer? My favorite active boxer is Terrence Crawford. My favorite boxer of old would either be probably. I mean, It's so hard not to say Mike Tyson, but it would be probably Sonny Liston or Tommy Hearns. I would say Tommy Hearns. I'm good now, Snow. I was in the hospital for a while. What are my concerns? Um, so Matua, my concerns would be. So I want to go with Zhao Nan, like you. Um, my concerns are that if Verna takes it to the ground, she could. She like. I mean, just so much. Oh, what's up, John? I'm an alcoholic. What should I do? Um. So if you're an alcoholic, bro, do you want to not be in? First of all, the question is, do you not want to be an alcoholic anymore? Like that's the first. That's my first question, man. Do I have any mental health problems? Yeah, I have all of them. Yeah, I have mad mental health problems. Are you Welsh, by the way? Lily Fijish. Okay, so you don't want to be an alcoholic anymore, John, or do you not care? Because like you have to care, man. If you're an alcoholic and you want to stop, you have to like you know. It's one of those things, man. You like there's something to hitting rock bottom, dude. Yeah, you know you have to like you know you have to realize that this shit's ruining your life. You know, because otherwise, like you don't want to be one of those guys that gets like you know you got your 90-day chip and then you're just fucking it up like you know easily prone to you know relapsing. You know what I'm saying? No, don't keep drinking, dude. I mean, don't listen to guys like Kaya who don't, because I mean that's a guy who doesn't know you. He doesn't care about you. Like Kaya, if John was somebody in your life that affected you, bro, you would like you know you'd be yelling the opposite. It's really easy. Do I think sports betting could be full time? I do. I do sports bet full time. What do you mean? Thank you for the dono, John. I mean, dude, you can John, if you really like, I mean, if you want to stop drinking, man, it's you know, the important thing to do, man, is find like, I mean, you gotta find like 12 step programs really don't work for shit like that. I mean, just based on statistics and shit, but also just like from people I've known that are alcoholics. Um, you know, you gotta find if you can find two or three people that are close to you that like may or may not have been impacted and just be like, look, I don't want to fucking drink anymore. Just don't let you know the people that you can count on. Where it's like if one of them's asleep and you're trying to drink. Oh, thank you, Alan. Thank you so much, man. John, like you want to be able to no matter what time of day it is, like be able to hit up like one of like three people and be like, yo, I'm losing my shit. I'm about to go drink, you know, and like people that are like, well, that'll come physically stop you because that it's gonna be a lot of that in the beginning, dude. Yeah. What platform do I? That's a good question. I'm glad you asked that. There's two, Lily, and they are Kiergo.com and BetUS.com. The reason that I use those sites is that they don't fuck you algorithmically. Smoking, I'm not smoking inside, dude. My door is wide open. Like, there's a reason, like, you see that, right? I'm not just smoking, like, hotboxing secondhand smoke, dude. That is nasty. Oh, thanks, man. Thank you so much, John. You didn't have to do that. My opinion on Bet365. John, seriously though, like you can hit me up on Instagram, bro. But yeah, man, just like you know, if you can get like, I mean, even people that are sick of you, dude. What's up, Snow? People that are sick. I'll get to you in 1 second, Lily. Um, John, even if it's people that you think are like sick of your shit, like you know, from drinking, like if you hit them up and you say like, look, listen, like I've been, like you know, like I've been thinking about it and like you know, like I'm genuinely serious. I just don't like. I'm not gonna be able to do it completely on my own. 12 step programs or some bullshit. Like if I hit you up, like and like you know, if I hit you and like these two other people up, like one of you will probably be awake. One of you will probably be around. Like if I hit you up and say like I'm thinking about drinking, like can you try to stop me. Just make sure that I don't do it. Like, and dude, honestly, it's like whatever, like they might have different techniques for it, dude. One of them might be to like shame you. One of them might be to come physically or shame you. Whatever it is, dude. It just like the people that you think are just not gonna listen to any of your bullshit. They're not gonna listen to. I just need one more drink. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, it really does come down to that, and it sucks, dude. It's hard as fuck. Like, yeah, but you know, you can do it if you. Honestly, it's like it's like if you've lost enough, or you can just put yourself in your mind, dude, or put yourself there in your mind, right? Like I mean, you're only gonna lose more. Like I mean, and you're gonna alienate the people that love you, and like you're gonna be alone. You're gonna be drinking alone, and like it just goes to a shit place, you know. So like you don't want that. Um, yeah, I mean, yeah, it takes a commitment. Also, dude, try working out, dude. And yeah, I mean, put like Matthias said, put your back into it. But that's what. Are we going to address the elephant in the room? Which is what, your fucking mother, Kaya? What? Um. Okay. My opinion on Bet365. Bet365 is a UK centric website. What's up, Ethan? Um. Lily. Bet365 is a UK centric site. I've looked at I've looked at Bet365. Some people I know of like that have been in the back end of it. It's not the greatest, but it's not the worst. Meaning like you will you're not gonna have the same problems with withdrawing money that you would. There's a couple of other British sites that are shit, like pretty much all of them. When I say algorithmic, what I mean is like you're dealing with um, you're dealing with an algorithm that trips if you win more than a certain amount, right? And then you try to withdraw it. So like let's say the withdrawal method that you're using is you're using Bitcoin, right? To like you request a payout in Bitcoin that goes to your Bitcoin wallet, and then you sell that for cash and it goes to your bank account, right? If you're doing that, okay, which is actually usually the smartest way to do it because it's fast. Okay, I don't endorse cryptocurrency. I think cryptocurrency is stupid. But in the sake, in the situation where you want to get, like, let's say you want to deposit money onto your site, or you want to withdraw it, and you want to do both, as fast as possible, right? Because that's what it's about. You don't want money floating in the ether. You want access to your winnings as soon as you win. Okay, because the a betting site knows all too well that the second you win money, like you're gonna want to, you're more than even like wanting to take it out, you're gonna want to, you're gonna want to try to turn it into more. Okay, which is not always possible. I get that you're from India, bro. Thank you, Alan. um what's up, Kiari? And yeah, I'm subbing to people who sees me comment. I saw you comment, Ethan. Massive. So you got your first 10,000. Congratulations. We got to do at least 20, bro. My first 10,000 what? Dollars? My first $10,000, bro. My first legitimate $10,000 I made when I was underage, man. I don't allow Indians in here? Who said that? I allow Indians in here as long as they don't try to Pajit me into some fucking bullshit. Kid World, you're from India, you're a human, we're all humans. True that. True that. Um, I mean, I hope we're all humans. No bots. No bots in my fucking chat. No Christians either. John Smith drank lemonade. When you get the urge to drink, gives your body more electrolytes, you'll feel good. Interesting. I mean, and I mean, there's something to like, drinking like vodka with fucking Red Bull, or not drinking. I'm sorry, don't not vodka with Red Bull. Jesus, fuck me. Drinking like drinking shit like Red Bull, drinking shit that like drinking like things that are non-alcoholic that taste somewhat alcoholic, but I mean, a lot of that shit, a lot of that shit doesn't really work. I mean the friends that I've had that have successfully, no, Alan, that was a joke, dude. That was a reference to a film. Um, Repo Man, 1984, Alan. Where he's like, I don't want no commies in my car, no Christians either. Um, please stop saying what? Yeah, Alan, of course. That's a good movie though, by the way, Alan. You should check it out. Yo, John, thank you for the donations, man. And like, yeah, you can. You're well, dude, Alan, or John rather. You're welcome to. Um, holy shit, this girl. Sorry. Um, you're welcome to message me. Yo, Chris Gray. Yo, Chris Gray. Can I ask you a question, Chris Gray? Like, I didn't realize you had a huge problem with me, Chris Gray. Do you mind addressing that? What is it, dude? Like, why do you seem to Cause I know, Chris Gray, like, I'm not retarded. I need pussy. Dude, fuck you, fuck Palestine. Dude, what do you support Israel then? Cigarette, try a joint? Nah, I'm good. I'm good on joints. Um, Samson, yeah, he's a good soccer player. Yo, Chris Gray though, for real. Are you like, Chris Gray? Like, I'm open to like you said, Chris Gray, you have a problem with me. So like, what do you care to address that, or are you gonna be a little fucking faggot snake and like just hang around fucking like JVD and talk shit? JVD, a kid who's like a third your age, by the way. Oh, you a conservative or a liberal? Um, I mean, bro, that's such like a dumb question. That like, am I conservative or liberal? It depends. Like, what issue are we talking about? Like, here, name a political issue. I'll tell you where I stand. Who still uses F slur? Lindsay, no. Who still uses F slur? You mean faggot? Plenty of people. Plenty of people do, Lindsay. A lot of people do. It's yeah, like I mean, cool kids. Thank you. Yeah, Alan. Excellent point. I don't know who Pat Cummins is. It's whack. Who still says whack? And whack has an H in it. It's WH. Whack is like whack. Like, you should be whacked back into fucking saying faggot. Nah, we're over that. Who? You and who else? You and the Lindsay No Way Army? What's up, Arya? AJ, Australian bowler? What? What are your thoughts about the tariffs? Trump's tariffs? Some of them actually make sense. I would say. I would say that, dude, I've been hooking up with this girl and like kind of seeing her, and she's like in education, and like like her and I've been like debating on a lot of his like he slashed a lot of spending with the Department of Education, which so far has not resulted in what a lot of people are panicking, thinking it's going to result in. Um, you know, like I think that I mean I think the new is it the new director of the FBI? There's some like coalescence between the director of the FBI and the UFC that I believe has to do with requiring FBI agents to have some bare minimum level of training in martial arts, which is something that they should actually widen to keep yapping, man. You bet. Um, Fuck Trump running the market. Trump's not running the market. He appointed Elon Musk to essentially do that. Um, I'm not homophobic. Lindsay, I have gay friends. I have gay friends that call each other faggots. I have gay friends that like they'll call me a faggot if I don't want to go. They're like, "Yo, don't be a faggot, dude. Like, don't be a faggot and listen to people like Lindsay." What did I say that's so bad to get you worked up like this? I'm not worked up, Chris Gray. I just I've been told, and I've been screenshotted shit that you said about me that was very untrue and also like fucked up. Like you seem to have a problem with me. I call my mom a faggot. Nice. Read Alan said read his last comment. Alan said, "Cool kids use the F slur." You mean this? Yeah, Alan. I pinned that last comment. Um, Losers do. Okay, what's a loser to you, Lindsay? Gay friends, that makes you 50%. Having gay friends makes you 50% gay? Yo, Kyle. Kyle, what. Can I ask you a question, Kyle? What race are you? Let me just make a point. You like little boys, don't you? You fucking predator. Yeah, for sure, dude. You sound like I sound like an incel, bro. How do I sound like an incel, bro? I was just telling you about a girl I'm hanging out with. Bro, did you get AIDS? You haven't been posting in a minute. No, dude. Yo, don't call yourself Smith John like the goated John Smith that just donated. No, I didn't get AIDS. I had a really bad flu that took my fever up to 105.9. Um, Hold on. Walnuts, peanuts, pineapple, smells, grapes, melon. You're right, Luis Urbina, the superior one. Bryce Mitchell by round three sub. No, Alan, I'm sorry to tell you, dude. Bryce Mitchell's gonna lose. It's mostly band spud, but I don't like how you did my fellow Canadian not too long ago. Oh, the shit with Ronan. Okay, Chris, let me address that. Yeah, okay, Chris, fair. Can I address that? So here's what was going on with that. Okay, that was on me. That was completely me misspeaking, and I at the time I took all accountability for it, and I still do. Now let me explain how that happened. Okay, like I did not mean for Ronan to get to get dragged into something that he honestly that there was no like I said Ronan when I meant to say someone else's name, and that was on me. I believe I have said that, and then I got sick last Sunday, and I was in the hospital, so it was hard for me to. I owe Musical a big apology. No, see, the thing is, I don't. Musical and I have discussed this, and Musical and I are cool. Ronan and I are cool. Okay, Ronan didn't. So Chris, Ronan didn't give a shit, but I still apologize. Um, because what happened was, no, Musical came at me, and it is what it is. Musical and I sometimes will, Musical and I are actually pretty close friends. We go at each other sometimes. Giuliano, I was worried. No, I don't think he was worried about that. No, I don't. I've never heard that, BT. Um, do not hold the camera like a boomer. Why not, Danuka? Yo, holding the camera like a boomer is like the new holding it like a millennial. Do you know Sans? Maybe. Dude, no, Kyle. This is the problem with Musical. No, we're not. No, I'm not beefing with Musical. Musical's my boy. And the thing is, but the problem is that sometimes, every once in a while, Musical and I will piss each other off because, one of us says something that to the other one crosses a line, and we do it without knowing it. Okay, and usually it's handled in a conversation off air, and that's literally what just happened. Okay, so Musical came in here accusing me of something as I took it to be accusing me of something. Now, perhaps I was a little bit overtired. Perhaps, I felt like he was unfairly accusing me of something. Okay, and what he was accusing me of is something that a lot of other people have it's something that isn't A, necessarily wrong, but B, like I was far from the first to attempt. I was just the first to do successfully, right? No, he didn't accuse me of being Northern Italian. That would be ridiculous. Yeah, you're right about the country thing. I kind of think he's salty about Diego fighting for the title. If anyone should be salty about Diego fighting for the title, it's Movsar, who defeated him. And all right, bro, if that's true, then all good. Just didn't look good in general, especially when we got multiple kids. Yeah, no, I know, Chris. And Chris, I said like this is the thing, bro. I didn't know that you were Canadian, first of all. So like when people sent me screenshots of you, like saying all this fucked up shit about me, like I didn't even know like where you were coming from. I thought you were just fucking hating on me to hate on me. But no, I understand, dude. And Chris, you have to understand, dude. I have a lot of respect and reverence for Ronan, dude. When I was starting out, Chris, Ronan gave me my first raid, dude, way back in early November last year. What's up, Amelie? God bless you too, Amelie. Yeah, I'm a homewrecker. No, dude, I think, I seriously doubt that the sanctity of Ronan's marriage was violated. Okay, Ronan has been married since he was like 14 years old, dude. Like an offhanded, stupid ass remark that was inaccurate by me, that I have said was inaccurate by me. I said Ronan when I meant somebody else, and and I didn't even realize I had done it until later. And that was retarded of me. Like, I mean, that's like what that is. So like Chris Gray, if that's what it was, man, then like yeah, man, I feel you. However, the thing with musical, dude, was that musical put me in, at the, I felt like I had been put in a position, and musical and I have talked about this too. So like him and I are good. I just felt like, I was being like scorned for something that a lot of other people had attempted and failed to do, you know? And you knew it was on Queer IM. You mean, yeah, Critical MMA? I have no idea. Who's musical? Musical MMA. Kyle. Kyle, if I said sorry. I said I apologized. Kyle, holy shit. I said that I had apologized. I apologized that day, and I apologized afterwards because I completely misspoke. I said the wrong name. Okay, when I should not have said. I said Ronan when I meant someone else. I don't even want to say who else I meant because this has all been dealt with. But I mean, if that's like Chris Gray, if that's what your issue was, then yeah, man. Like, I mean, I did not mean to drag Ronan into. An apology is in three parts. Matua, stop referencing Spike Lee. A Requiem in 4 acts. Matua, is an apology a Requiem in 4 acts? I'm very curious to see how Pitbull performs against a top guy. Yair is his first fight. I don't think he will do well. Okay, Truman was lame to put it on musical. I didn't put it on musical, Chris. I'm not putting it on musical. I'm not putting it on musical. I'm saying that what I said was born out of something between me and musical at the time. Okay? I said, Chris, look, I said what I said. It was a mistake. It was a mistake because I literally said the wrong name, which was Ronan. Okay? Which was stupid of me. All right? I was overtired and everything else. But it was also stupid of me to like to just be like, oh, to go like, okay, well, you're accusing me of something that like 5 other people have done, including this person, and then the person that I named was Ronan, who was, I don't know how that happened. I was just retarded in the moment. So I take full responsibility, Chris, and yeah, I like, I mean, and I mean, and I extended that. Ronan and I are cool. Musical and I are cool, and it's not shit. I mean, like between everybody involved, but no, Chris, he wouldn't. You shouldn't believe he would do anything like that, but he didn't. I mean, to the best of my knowledge, Ronan has remained faithful to his wife of like 30 some, or not 30, but of like 20. He's been married for like 20 or 22 years, bro, with children, and God bless him, dude. Like that's pretty admirable. But I'm not being like, I'm not backpedaling because as soon as like literally, if you, I mean, you could go back and I'm sure that I don't know if that live, yeah, that live stream should still be up. I mean, I never took it down. Um, I pretty immediately said, I mean, in the moment I was upset at musical. That's a good question, by the way, Ray, as a cry love. Um, but yeah, Chris, like, that was stupid of me. Ronan has been nothing but good to me, and I did not mean to use his name when I literally meant somebody else, and I don't know why Ronan came into my mind. There's nothing bad that like I could ever accuse Ronan of. Ronan's done a great job exposing Jesse on fire. And I mean, and Ronan gave me my first raid way back when I was like, really early on coming up. I would say second to, I would say second or third. So MMA Guru gave me my first push. And then, I mean, and then yeah, and then musical and Ronin. So like, I mean, the last thing I want to do is have any problems with them. All right, yeah, but Matua, you could argue that this is a three-part apology. No, Ronin didn't get cucked. Yeah, dude, of course I see. Thank you, Chris guy. Thank you. Okay, three-part apology. I apologize that I invoked Ronin's name where it didn't belong. Okay, I apologize for any blowback that caused in his personal life, although I believe it didn't cause any. But even still, if it did, if it even caused him to have a conversation with his wife, I do apologize for that because that's shitty. Okay, and and the third thing is like, I apologize for having like, just sort of like, just letting something that I should have kept like in the realm of like just, you know, like friendly, like, but still going hard at each other the way musical and I do. I apologize for letting that get real and causing any kind of like real conflict. So there you go. There's your three parts, and I'm serious. What does Ronan's fam? I don't know. I don't think his family watches the stream. Dude, Kaio, shut the fuck up, dude. You don't speak for Ronan. Don't tell me to apologize to his kids. You're not, dude. Kaio, if I DM Ronan right now and go, yo, this fucking guy Kaio is trying to get me to apologize to your kids, you'd be like, fuck that motherfucker. All right. Like, I mean, maybe I know Ronan a little bit better than you do, Kaio. Maybe not as much as Chris Gray does, because Chris Gray's probably been a fan of Ronan for a long time. They're both from Canada, apparently. Although Chris Gray, I thought you were Australian now. But I mean, maybe not. Regardless, um, yeah, I know vaping's bad. Somebody left that here, dude. I got a new Toto Corona deep clean rinse. Yeah, you got a bidet to do mini gym. Change your whole world. Tim Denham, hey, what's up, Tim? I appreciate that apology, mate. Even though my opinion don't matter. No, your opinion matters, dude. Cause like, dude, Chris Gray. It's like cause you've been in my chats, right? And then I get sent a couple of screenshots where you're like in JVD's fucking chat talking all this shit, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, why is Chris? But I didn't know that you. I mean, it makes sense now, but yeah. So I mean, the opportunity to clear that up, dude. No, I didn't. I never had a bin full of vapes last time. You're watching now. What is happening? Oh, nothing. Chris Gray, now you can say to Giuliano, apologize to my dick. Yo, Matua. Chris Gray, here's the thing about Matua. Dude, I know for a fact that. Here, if you want to know the truth, Chris Gray, Matua put me up to everything. Matua is like, yo, if you assassinate Chris Gray's character. Like, or I'm sorry, not Chris Gray. If you assassinate Ronan's character, then Matua will fucking save you from the fucking almost death-inducing fever that you had for a week. Chris, please tell me that's not you becoming a cop. I heard on the replay of Dougie's stream. Oh, are you becoming a? Yeah, yeah. That's why I thought you were Australian, Gray, because you're in Dougie's chat a lot. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're right. That is why I assumed you were Australian, because you're always in Dougie. Yeah, I know, right? Dude, Matua, you got some splaining to do. Matua likes to stir the pot. Matua, you know what he's really upset about? His like the love of his life, dynamic instability. The love of his life, notice, not he's not the love of her life. GMI Ninja Reyes is getting mauled, quite possibly, and it's a shame because it seemed like, I mean, you know, as much as it seems like Reyes is back, dude. I mean, it's just Krylov is just such an animal, dude. I mean, and he hasn't fought in a long time. Here, let's see this. I mean, he subbed Ryan Spann, who knocked out Reyes, but that was at Reyes' lowest fucking point. He also knocked out Gustafsson when Gustafsson wasn't quite over. Okay, so the Ozdemir fight, I mean, you know, Ozdemir, I mean, Olberg beat Ozdemir, but it, you know, do you guys remember the Ozdemir fight? Ozdemir versus Krylov? This was when, it was on the same card as, Bilal knocking out Sean Brady. It was when Islam won the belt off of, well, actually, Oliveira had lost it, technically. But yeah, this is the co-main was Aljo versus TJ Dillashaw. Yeah, O'Malley robbed Peter Yan. And, Dariush beat Gamrot. Manon Fierro beat fucking, what's her name? Yeah, I think this was like one of Kyle Baralo's first fights. But yeah, Krylov beat Ozdemir pretty decisively. 2 judges gave a round to Ozdemir. Yeah. Muhammad Makayev got that sub on Malcolm Gordon. Yeah, this was a... I think Reyes might be fucked. Not here in Canada? Not here. This is my first live of the week. Listen to some replays, but first live. Reyes looked naff. Dude, he beat the rough justice, as I keep calling it, was so hard that second round. The top 4 fights of the main card, I have to take Volkanovski with a full training camp, bro, which he did not have against Tapuria, and definitely did not have against Islam the second time. Look at the difference between the first and the second Islam fight, a full training camp and not, you know? I'm gonna take Volkanovski. I'm definitely taking Paddy Pimblett. I've been calling for that fight for like a year. I'm gonna take Yair Rodriguez just because, you know. So you could compare it to MVP coming in, you know, against Kevin Holland. Except, you know, Yair Rodriguez at featherweight is different than Kevin Holland at welterweight. I think he's back. So Anthony Chimp will now receive swift. You mean rough justice? Anthony Chimp. Oh yeah. He's not fighting on this card though. He's fighting the Saturday after this. I mean, so this is the thing with Patricio Pitbull, dude. When he dipped his foot into Ryzen and got knocked out in the first round. I mean, and Ryzen, you know, like he didn't really do, and he wasn't like you know. Sergio Pettis took the belt off of him in Bellator. Sergio Pettis is like, honestly, what do we think about Sergio Pettis? I know Matua, but like, oh, what's up, Nokia? How are you? Um, and dude, yeah, okay, so he beat Jeremy Kennedy by fucking by split decision in a fight that was really not fucking anything special, bro. I mean, it took him to the end of the third round. I mean, Matua, do you think that last performance after getting knocked out in the first round, dude, he fought in Ryzen once and got himself fucked. I mean, you could say, okay, so you could say that he fought in Ryzen twice, and he did beat fucking KKE. He beat Herbst, who I think is now the champion, if I'm not mistaken. Um. Oh wait, no, he's not. He's not. He fought in Fuck. He fought. I swear, I could have sworn he fought on New Year's, but nah. Um. Yeah, dude, he was great. I mean, Patricio Pitbull was good in Bellator, but like, I mean, he's not coming over in his prime, dude. And there's so many of these close decisions that, against guys that would just get fucking chewed apart in the UFC. I think Yair Rodriguez is, I mean, he lost to Brian Ortega and he got really fucked up by Volkanovski. Yeah, I think Nokia, I'm taking Patty Hunter. I think Silva will win, but I'm betting on Bryce. You're betting on Bryce? Yeah, but dude, Tim, why can't you stand the fighting nerds? Look, Tim, let me tell you something. I will not watch the fucking press conference that everybody watched where everyone's saying like, oh, Bryce Mitchell, he's their hero after that. I like Bryce Mitchell, dude. I really do. I really do. Gene Silva's gonna win. Gene Silva's a lock, bro. I don't think we're gonna see a Pat Sabatini, you know. Yeah, he is Nokia, but he just doesn't. No, Tim, I agree. Yeah, I know, Tim. I'm making a lot out of that Sam Rising fight. Yeah, I'm leaning at you too. Exactly, Matura. Ryzen has amazing competition. Dude, No Chill and I just did a Ryzen stream for Ryzen 50. It was the week before last. Right after UFC. Fucking right after Moreno Urseg. No Chill and I like jumped on this fucking Ryzen stream. And yeah, and No Chill was so mad that my Kazakhstan guy fucking got that win. But yeah, somebody asked me so top down, dude, I'm gonna here, wait, hold on. Can't send them because they push the elites agenda, protest smoking aside. Dude, protest is great, bro, and him and I smoke the same cigarettes. Fighting nerds are more like gaylords. That doesn't rhyme. Smith John, that doesn't rhyme, bro. I mean, I think also that Volkanovski. I mean, dude, it's Volkanovski with a full training camp. I mean, it's just and also like, Matua, that's why I said top 10 of the UFC. I know it's good. What do you mean they push the elites agenda, Tim? What did you get screenshot from JVD stream? I mostly just said every time someone asked where is Gilly, I said you got. Oh no, Chris Gray. This was earlier. This was like I think this might have been day of the shit with Ronan. So I look, dude. I don't blame you for like, cause I mean, if you didn't hear me like, like sort of if you didn't hear what I said about that, and then I got sick, dude. So it was like I couldn't really defend whatever else happened. How I mean, I'm still, dude. I probably still have like a bunch of shit that like I'm gonna have to deal with since I've been gone. Dude, I went on YouTube and the first fucking thing I saw was there's a clown show stream that said like did Argenti like has Argenti overdosed like so I mean yeah is what it is. But no, I didn't overdose. Volk is gonna get his shit pushed. I don't think so, Nokia. Nokia, you have to understand that Volkanovski, if you look at Volkanovski's first fight with Islam Makhachev, it was very close, like very like razor's edge close, and then he came back down, and he destroyed Yair Rodriguez in his last successful title defense at featherweight. Then on like 12 days notice, okay, he took a rematch against Islam Makhachev, arguably the greatest fighter in the world, right? Who he almost beat the first time, but this time he did it with no training camp, drinking his fucking ass off, okay? And he got knocked out for the first time ever, I believe, in his MMA career with a fucking head kick, right? Then he had now then and that was in I believe that was in late October, early November of 2023. So then early last year, okay, with like so then he's got to recover from that and then he's got to work himself back up into a training camp. He had nowhere near the time for a full training camp going into the Ilya Topuria fight. And and yeah, he got knocked out. His reaction time was down. He wasn't fully prepared. He had not had a full training camp. And yeah, and it happened. Now, does that mean that he is permanently compromised after back-to-back knockouts? It's possible. I don't think that Diego Lopez is, I don't, I like, I think that, he deserves a day in court against Topuria even. But Topuria decided to, I think, by the way, I think Topuria, relinquishing himself of the belt was one of the stupidest career moves ever. Because he didn't have to do it. He could have done what Volkanovski had been doing. But now he's like a champion with no weight class. And, and not only will Islam not fight him, but sorry about that. Neither will, dissing Topuria. I just think he was stupid. Who Smith John? Who call me offended? Yeah, it's Clown Show? Yeah, but Clown Show's always calls everybody that. Clown Show's, dude, everybody's a fucking addicted piece of shit. Hold on. Hold on, I have to take training. He's actually very big outside of training camp. Wait, what do you mean, Nokia? Topuria? What do you mean? Agree on all of it. I don't think Lopez's striking is good enough. No, I don't think so either. I think Volkanovski. I mean, I think Volkanovski can also take him to. I think Volkanovski is probably better on the ground. I think he's definitely a better striker. He's got an inch reach disadvantage at a huge height disadvantage, which actually benefits him. Um, yeah, I don't. Yeah, Smith. I agree. I agree about what you're saying. I was probably just more heated at the time because I got. Yeah, no, Chris, definitely, definitely. Dude, I feel you, dude. I mean, and I was not like, I was speaking. I was speaking not like. It's not even that I was speaking out of turn. I was just, like, I brought up the wrong name, like, you know, and like, I mean, there's five people that I could have brought up and it would have been correct, and I like, I didn't really want to bring any of them up, and for whatever reason, like Ronan's name came into my head, and then pretty much immediately I was like, wait, oh fuck me, Ronan's not on that list, and it was stupid, bro. I was retarded. Like, I mean, I mean, it's like I'm a grown man, dude. I mean, of course I'm gonna admit, like when I said something that was incorrect and retarded, and yeah, and I mean that it seemed like I was saying fucked up shit about somebody who was not only innocent but like, had nothing to do with the situation. So I do. I mean, I do, and I have apologized to Ronan, and Ronan's cool. He didn't really give a shit. You know, it's not like he. I want to say he didn't give a shit. It was like, to him, dude. Ronan's such like, Ronan's a very like, Ronan's very good at discerning like what's, he's good at making a distinction between what is actual venomous like attacking energy and what's just like, like either like somebody just playing around, or in my case somebody just misspeaking, and he's very good about being like, all right, like this dude misspoke, like he's definitely apologetic, and he explained how and why it happened, you know I mean, and Ronan's always been good to me, dude, and like I'll always, you know I'll always try to pay that back. So it's like the last thing I want to do is like fucking, make it seem like I'm just like taking a fucking shot at him out of nowhere, which is not what happened. But I mean, for all intents and purposes, that's what it looked like. So I do apologize to him. Um, but anyway, distracted like a dog, man. Um, uh, he's very big outside of training camp. Who are you talking about? No, okay. Oh, Smith John. You're saying that Ilya made a huge mistake. Yeah, I think so too. He doesn't weigh 187 outside of training camp. Islam weighs, yeah, Islam weighs about one. Islam's gotten up to probably 185. That's walking around. What's up, Voxel? Um, Jesus is the only way. Repent now for a chance to win a PS5. I'm good. Um, but yo, all right, yo, Chris, great. Thanks for being like a human being about the shit. All good, man. It's in the past now. Ronan was one of first. Yeah, yeah. I feel you. Oh, nice. That's cool. That's cool, dude. Yeah, no, dude. Like I said, dude. Ronan. Yeah, Ronan's a cool guy, dude. You know something, Chris Gray. So, I just like recently, like probably maybe 4 weeks ago, or a month ago, I got that firearms policy violation, right, for showing like my gun on camera, and Ronan had gotten that too, right? And Ronan was like Ronan like hit me up and he's like, yeah, dude, don't worry. I know they say 7 days, but like for me it was 48 hours. They just don't tell you, so like don't worry. Just every like 6 to 8 hours, just try to stream, and like you should be able to soon. Like Ronan's been mad supportive, dude. He gave me my first raid. Like, I mean, like, so yeah, Ronan's been a mentor like figure, dude. Like, I do respect him a lot. So like the fact that, yeah, yeah, like, I mean, I couldn't feel worse about that shit. Yeah. Um Dude, they're deporting the white people from where? Remember when Figgy started peeling open Benavides' cut with his fingers? That was insane. Yeah, I do remember that. Ronan's base, good man, good father, and has the balls to speak his mind, even though it cost him a lot of stuff. Yeah, no, I know. Dude, I have a lot of respect for Ronan, seriously. Um, and Ronan has very good judgment. Like, he has very good judgment about things. This political coverage was elite. I think, dude. I think one of the most recent. I mean, I mean, I know it was like, it might have been like two. I think it was like over 2 months ago, maybe even three. But like the Jesse on fire, I commented it and he was pinning people's comments. He pinned mine for a second. I'm sure it's not pinned anymore, but it's that you could see it on his Jesse on Fire video. I was like, someone needs to make this video, and you were the one. You did the best job. Yeah, that Jesse on Fire video was so good, man. Um, just in recent memory, like if Ronan decides to make like a consummate video of somebody, like you know you're dealing with like if Ronan puts his attention and he decides to make a video, it's like, and of course Jesse on Fire is a complete scumbag. So I mean, yeah, that was a great video. Because Ronan is a really nice guy, like and so it's like when he sees like corruption and just like shitty venomous bullshit, like he will go after it, and and he has a he has a very sort of I feel Ronan's a guy that I admire because he seems to be very at peace with like the life that he's made for himself. Um. Anyway, Princess Nokia. By the way, are you all good now? Like, how thoughts? I am now. I was in the hospital, Nokia, with a fucking 105.9 degree fever, and they say that if your fever gets to 107, then your fucking brain starts to melt. And they said it was they're telling me it's just from the flu. So like, get that flu shot, kids. Europeans have been deported. What are you talking about, Tom? I have triple citizenship. I have Italian, Maltese, and American citizenship. Who are they deporting? What are you talking about? Oh shit, Tom, what's going on, bro? Wait, Tom, this is you, Tom. Picks and packs. Here, yeah, mod you. I think that's Tom. Tom, you have Russian shit now. Oh yeah, the Donald Trump administration has canceled the Social Security numbers. Or that's good, Nokia. You have to understand the Venezuelan migrants are. Do you know what's going on? Do you know that Venezuela is a country, Nokia, where literally they have the most kidnappings in the world. They have the second highest murder rate after Honduras. Okay, and the migrants that have been in the United States have been committing rape and murder like they never left home. Like that's a very real thing. Like I knew a girl in New York whose little sister was raped by migrants for real. Oh yeah, I remember that for both you guys. But I got squashed and respect you more for listening. Thank you, Chris Guy. I appreciate that. Princess Nokia Trump's admin didn't just do that. Didn't do that just yet. Mm. Oh, are they? Oh, it's like in the works. I mean, dude, you gotta Nokia. You have to imagine though. You know how many homeless people there are in New York City that they don't do shit for, and those homeless people are watching migrants walk into a building and then come out with $10,000 on a bank card. And the thing is, they're not forced to go through a naturalization process where they learn English or any of that shit. So what essentially is happening is a slave class is being created because if you don't have if you're not forced to learn English and you're an immigrant to the United States, you can only go so far. There's a ceiling on how far you can go. And then there's, tax dollars going into the funding of a slave class. So everybody gets fucked. Even the migrants. The migrants get fucked. Like the American middle class gets fucked. American homeless people who that money could very well serve, are getting fucked. It's not a good thing. Yeah, I love that Jesse on Fire thing. Jesse had to be banned about 15 times for. Yeah, dude, Jesse on Fire's a fucking piece of shit, dude. Yeah, he threatened musicals life. Dude, it's like I would love for that motherfucker to try to talk to me like that, bro. It's like I don't have children, Jesse. Like, and you have a wife that looks like she's fucking being held hostage. Like any video that Jesse on Fire's wife is in, like, and he like forces her to be on screen for a second, she basically is like looking at the screen yeah, it's fucking crazy. Ron's definitely a big bass canning guy for sure. Makes great videos. They're getting even better, it seems. Yeah, dude. Yeah, yeah. Ronan's the shit. Tim Dunn, me banned. Who banned you, Tim? Matua, I read an article about it. I think it already happened. Alan, I wouldn't trust any news outlet on anything. Well, I mean, Alan, you gotta discern things. I mean, dude, they're falling by the wayside, dude. I remember in like 2014, 2015, where the Guardian used to be like a legit news outlet, and now it's fucking compromised. You know? Then what do you trust? Well, you can trust certain news outlets. You want to know who you can trust? Matt Taibbi. Matt Taibbi's a writer. Substacks. He's got a Substacks thing. And like Matt Taibbi will not steer you wrong. For example. Alan, it's not that you're Alan. You're not totally right, but like you know, I mean, you want to. It's like you have to fact check things against. It's such a pain in the ass. Dude, not all migrants come from third world countries. International. Okay, that Tom. Okay, I'm listening. I'm sorry. Well, when people say migrants, Tom, they typically are referring to Venezuelan migrants in the United States. But you're saying that international college students in the U.S. are getting screwed over? Like how? Um, I'm listening. Like I'm listening, open minded. Like seriously, it's like I'm open minded about shit. Like when people are telling me shit that I don't know about firsthand. Yeah, but I'm also kind of worried he'll do something about. No, Nokia, you're in no danger. Nokia, you're white from a first world country. You're not in any danger. Did you hear about what happened in Colorado? No, what happened? They're going after the migrants that are the easiest to find. That means international. No, dude. Well, no, Tom. What are you talking about? They're not canceling student visas, dude. Student visas, people who are here on student visas benefit the American economy. They're not shipping like Pakistani and Indian immigrants who are here for engineering shit back, dude. They're talking about Venezuelan migrants who are committing like violent crimes and burdening the tax system. The amount of Terrys that are across the southern border. Yeah, no, Alan, and that's how Alan. Do you know about how so many of them ended up in New York? The fucking Kathy Hochul, the dumbass governor of New York State, decided that she would. So basically, the governor of Texas, like, had this whole thing about how migrant. He's like, yeah, we can't take in as many migrants. The crime is crazy. Like, there's not jobs for them. And then Kathy Hochul decided from up in New York to be to just go on a fucking like, just attack this dude for saying this. And so he goes, all right, bitch, you like migrants so much, we're gonna bust them up to you. And now New York City, which is already a crime-ridden shithole, is being dismantled by migrants. I mean, not dismantled, but it's being dismantled by migrants plus a crime wave that actually has been increasing since COVID, unlike most other countries. Sure, though, but now anyone that isn't a citizen is target. Okay, but Tom, not that's not true if that person has a student visa or a work visa. But migrants have this special thing where they're on work visas with a $10,000 bank card. You know. Meanwhile, nobody's doing shit about homelessness. I mean, LA does a lot more for its homeless population than New York. New York City, first of all, by population density and population, New York City has way more people, way more homeless people, and no one's doing shit about it. Which means, in terms of public safety, you got more homeless people stacked on top of each other with nothing to lose. Okay, like it's a fucking powder keg. Jesse on Fire is a Napoleon complex. He's short, huh? Jesse. Oh, Jesse banned you. I mean, dude, that's like a badge of honor, to be honest. Um, Princess Nokia, who taught you how to read? Well, Matua, she's fluent in two languages. I mean, all right, Nokia, I'll click that link for you. Show me a picture of your mom, please. Yo, Matua, knock it off. Don't show Matua a picture of your mom. Hold on. Yo, here, you guys wanna help me with my policy training real quick? Um, Charlie runs a popular sex ed channel in one video. Oh wait, no, this is probably it's probably a violation to here. Yeah, it was correct. Okay. He uploads a video of an actress in which she cuts together. Oh shit. Ben manages a museum. Hold on, let me be a second. Okay. Two more questions. Min is making a vlog and music. So. Community channel. He makes a video. This is the last question. She's zooming. Okay, sorry. So now the Guardian in the early 2000s was a lot like 4chan is now. 4chan? Yo, Nokia, you ever look at 420chan? Nokia, where are you from? She's from Lithuania, but she studies in the US. Tom, where are you reading this from? What did Tom say? Yeah, Tom, where are you reading this from? Lithuania wishes it was first world. Yo, don't Matura, don't be mean to Nokia. Tom just trying to be slick and save his Mexican ass not getting deported also. Yeah, there's a little bit of that. You're right, Chris. Monsieur Lithuania is literally in. Yeah, it's part of the EU, bro. I could, dude. I'm a citizen of Malta and Italy. I could go live and work in Lithuania if I wanted to. No, they're sending back everyone speaking out against Israel. That's not Tim. That's not true. That's not true. Although there's been some shit, dude. Seriously, that's mostly over with. But yeah, it was bad. It was bad in the summer. This last summer, it was bad. My phone is so fucked, it doesn't go over 6% anymore. You need a new phone then, Nokia. Student visas can be revoked. They can be, but they're not. Matua, are you like, Matua's acting like he's on the board of, Matua's like, Nokia, I could revoke your student visa. Sorry, I just want to see one thing. Okay, sorry. Most Mexican people I know like Trump and aren't scared because they came here legally. True. I mean, well, yeah, LA puts forth a great effort. Yeah, they do, Matua. Unlike New York, man, yeah. New York seems like it's in its worst spots. Yeah, no, Chris, very much. The 70s are back and in the worst way possible. Dude, I was just back there, dude. I'm gonna be there for the first week of May. Dude, I grew up there, man. It's fucking it's always been a shithole. Things have just been like sort of shoved beneath the surface. Like I mean, they're finally realizing how much Giuliani, like the mayor Giuliani, like how much he completely fabricated crime statistics to make it look like he was like actually cleaning up New York City. He pushed a lot of the crime east into Brooklyn and then just basically lied his fucking ass off about other shit. Um, yeah. Um, then why did a bunch of college students, Asian, white, European, get deported for being at a Palestine rally? They got deported? Do you have an article for that, Tom? Link an article. Hey, what's up, Lurica? English isn't her first language. No, it's not, but her English is fine, man. I've never been there to experience it myself, so can't say for sure. Just seeing so many documentaries. Yeah, no, New York City is a horrible place, Chris. Chris, like I said, I grew up there, man. It's terrible. Policy training. Policy training for what, Matua? Viola Tiano? Matua, are you from New York? Matua lives in New York. Matua didn't grow up there. I see that stuff. Do you ever see ITP feeding peanut butter to his dog? Does ITP live in New York? Volk does have a fantastic game. I'm so nervous yet hyped for these fights tomorrow. I feel like gonna be the end of Volk, for fuck's sake. I don't know, Chris. I think that Chris, yes or no? Do you think Volkanovski do you, Chris? I mean, I think it's pretty obvious. I mean, so we all know that Volkanovski, given the first fight with Islam, all right, and the fact that he rolled off the couch with like 11 days notice, right, to fight him the second time, and you saw the difference, right? He also, though, he had 4 months to recover from being knocked out cold by arguably the best fighter in the world, and then get ready for fucking Taperia, right? Which is nowhere near enough time. Like, I think that he deserves a day in court, even against Taperia. But definitely, I mean, I mean, because Chris, Diego Lopez versus Volkanovski pre second Islam fight. What do you think? ITP moved to New York from Texas? No one goes that way. That's so crazy. Why would he do that? I mean, I totally understand moving to Texas from New York. Dude, I moved to LA from New York. ITP will be deported too. Let's hope so, Tom. Stop. I get all my news from whatever article Google suggests me. Where's ITP from? If you have my news from a bathroom. Stall door. He's Vietnamese but born in California. Oh, okay. So yeah, so he's an American citizen. Ew, ITP deported back to Cali. Yeah, shut up, Matua. Matua, I left New York City because like Matua, you went to New York City from DC. All right. I was forced to as a child to immigrate to New York City from Sicily, and then I left New York City for the splendor of Los Angeles. Oh, right, okay, Chris. His name's Philip. Philip the Filipino. Nokia, those suggested articles are the ones that bend truth and false information most of the time. Well, it depends on the outlet, Alan. It really does. And I'm too lazy to fact check. Yeah, Nokia, so you gotta. Nokia, you ever watch a channel called Too Lazy to Try? ITP is like the Too Lazy to Try of MMA. Yeah, I believe you. Growing up in New York City would definitely make you tell them anyways. Yeah, it does, Chris, but it also puts hate in your heart, dude. It takes a long time to realize that like people are not all complete pieces of shit, because that's like literally what it. That's what it is in fucking in New York City, man. It's like, you know, like nobody's happy. People think they're happy, but like they're not, and they don't even understand why. Prisoner again, never fact check. Go with your heart, your woman's intuition. Yeah, Matua is giving you, like, Matua's brain has been infested by the larva that dynamic instability laid in there. I think so too, Chris. I think that, Chris, I really believe that. I mean, Volkanovski, if he hammers leg kicks, hammers body shots, is aggressive, and then gets him to the ground, I think it's over. I mean, okay, so if you look at, like, what's the most significant loss that you can remember Diego Lopez taking? For me, it's Movsar Evloev. So, if we screen that, which I can do that and then whatever, cut it out when the stream goes up. Um, yeah, let's take a look at this. Because, like, what's important is, if you guys remember the first Volkanovski versus Ilya fight, you remember how good Volkanovski's wrestling was. So, let's take a look. You said stream. Oh, fuck. Hold on. Stream sniped for UFC fight? Oh, shit, really? Hold on. So what do I do? Oh my god, am I now unable to go live? Alright, yo, I'm gonna end this stream and go live.